Episode 11 of Wedding Impossible pretty much picks up where 10 ended, and that's, you know, Jihan saying that it was all his fault, and Dohan finding out that his grandpa knew that he was gay all along. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another review on the Review Garden. So after Jihan pretty much tells everyone that it's his fault, he pretty much runs away and she doesn't know where to find him. Dohan, on the other hand, he was going to come out as gay, but his grandpa stopped him. But throughout episode 11, he ended up still letting people know of his sexual orientation and so on, right? Okay. So, but my thing is with this episode we find out that the father was indeed responsible for the death of the mother and you know her Jihan and Dohan's father. And I'm like, and the chairman, the grandfather knew about it all this time. Like he knew he was there. There was a private CCTV, that recorded everything. And you mean to tell me you let it slide? You let this man work for you. And this whole time you were taking it out on Jihan instead of taking it out on the person who was actually responsible for it. Like, this is what I mean by this story is just trash to me. Like, I'm like, what the hell? Like, oh, what? If you loved your daughter so much, you, you have the evidence that he was there. Why don't you throw him in jail or something or kick him out of your company? You let this man work for you all this time. And then all this time, too, you're taking it out on the little boy as if he was the one responsible for it. You made him feel like he was nothing to you. That's why he had to keep proving himself. A year later, and it's the mom's memorial again. And, this when the grandpa finally apologizes to her, well, to Jihan, and tells him, I'm sorry, it wasn't your fault the night your mom died. So, I mean, I guess it's good that they're friends now. I don't know. Um, and then, I'm guessing the beginning of episode 12, they were just showing you what happened in that 1 year that they broke up. So now on the day of his mom's, dang, I'm guessing they're gonna get back together. Who knows? So in the 1 year, what else happened? Let's say the father, her father finally got the hair he needed, and it was the sister's husband who paid for it because his writing went well. So uh, got picked up, and he started making money from doing that. The little boy is gonna start going to school now because he's so smart. Um, Ajong has a bunch of work that she's doing. In terms of, so it was the girl, the daughter, who turned, I'm guessing, turned her father in. So the father went to prison, and the grandfather resigned to take responsibility for I'm guessing what happened. And then the person who became president slash, the new chairman, I'm guessing, is Secretary Kim, so the grandfather's secretary. So he's now the new president, handling everything. And then you have all three, so the two siblings plus the wife, they are doing community service to kind of save face. And still they're coming to President Kim now and asking him, you know, to do things his way, to like give them scraps, I'm guessing, to give them. He's like, "Oh, I can't stay in the hotel forever. Is there another place you could put me?" Blah blah blah. And then we have Dohan who comes back to Korea after a year. Another thing to note is his secretary, so Jian's secretary slash um the one who is pretending to be his boss in at work. So now him and the other girl, Hajung's friend who owned the bakery, they're expecting a child together. So that's their 1 year update. And apparently, you know, Ajung is dating someone, but what's his name wants her back. But I'm more interested in the love story between Chaewon and the guy who's following her. He's like, he fell for her during her wedding day. He was on the groom side. So now he asked for a blind date together with her. I was like, oh my gosh, that is so bold. But it's also so cute. Last minute, they're bringing in a better love story than all this BS combined. I, 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 I don't know. I'm just trying to make it to the end. I'm like fast forwarding some parts, but it's like I would have rather that story th- I would have rather that story than this whole thing that they have going on here. Like, give me a spin-off of Chaewon and the other guy's story. That would be the best. They also showed you all the siblings, with the exception of Jihan, getting along and having dinner with the grandpa, and the grandpa, trying to have conversation with them, trying to be like more lighthearted, especially with Dohan and him coming back. He even made like some herbal thing for them to take home and be and drink. And then you also saw um Dohan and his ex kind of like apologize to each other and have some sort of understanding with each other, although they didn't really touch on what exactly happened that time, like what exact you know like what exactly happened. So I mean, I guess we still don't know, but they made up. And you could see also, he noticed in Dohan's drawing, he's drawing eyes now. So Dohan is also evolving in certain things. With the end of episode 12, or the whole series, they pretty much show you everyone thriving. Um, the Chaewon and her new boyfriend are going strong. And I guess the most notable one is the fact that Ajung's brother in law published his book, and the book is called Wedding Impossible. So I'm guessing he made a book on the whole situation and published it. Um, I would have thought that they would have had a wedding. I mean, with the way they prolong episode 12 was pretty much about them reconciling. So I thought there would have been a wedding. They had her in a wedding dress, but it was because she was playing a bride and he came and took her away. So I thought they would have been like, okay, they are the ones who actually got married in the end, but I guess not. So, but I am happy that this story is 12 episodes, and I'm happy. I am happy that it's done and I don't have to finish finish it or watch any other scenes. So stay tuned for my rating on this whole series. And this wraps up our journey on the Review Garden. Thank you for joining me today as we explored this drama. If you enjoyed this reaction and review, please remember to subscribe for more insightful videos. Don't forget to like this video and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your feedback helps our channel grow. As always, I'm truly grateful for your support and for joining me on this journey on the Review Garden. Until next time, and happy listening. Bye.